Hey y'all, today I want to show you guys how you can invest in real estate while working at a fast food restaurant. Something you guys may not know about me is before I was an awesome dad and a real estate investor, I actually worked at Burger King for 5 years. So I've been told countless times, real estate investing is only for the wealthy. I wish somebody had told me this, that even on this bottom salary of $40,000 a year, you could be a homeowner and live for free while investing in real estate. So the first thing we gotta do is we gotta figure out how much house we can afford on a meager $40,000 a year salary. Well, I'm gonna be honest, it's not gonna be a lot. You're probably not gonna live in the nicest house. But when you're working at a fast food restaurant, you're probably like 19 years old. I've lived in the Shanty Lady before. It was not a nice place. You can survive. So if you look at this math, you take your average salary, $40,000, you divide it by 12, that's how much you make every single month. Now, a loan officer is gonna qualify you if you use a conventional loan at about 50% debt to income. So you can divide that by half, and that's how much your monthly mortgage can be. Now that is before your taxable income, which is really great because in a lot of places your taxable incomes are really high, especially living out here in Oregon. So if we look at, we can now afford a almost $1,600 a month mortgage. We can kind of guess what we need to be looking at. So we're looking in Salem, Oregon. We're gonna look for a house with at least 2 bedrooms. We wanna have 2 bathrooms for a couple reasons that I'll get into later. And we wanna be as big a house as we can afford. So we're gonna put in 1,200 square feet. Doesn't seem like a lot, but remember, you're only 19 years old. You're working in fast food. So this house is not gonna qualify for an FHA loan. You're gonna have to go conventional. It means you're gonna have to have 5% down, which is not as much money as you would expect. This is gonna be close to a $300,000 house. After you pay closing costs, you're gonna have to come up with about 15 grand. And 15 grand seems like an insurmountable amount, but if you work diligently, you work a hot side hustle, and you pay off all of your debt, you can get there within a year or two. If you're starting with this intent at 19 to 20 years old, you're in a home before you're 21 or 22 and you think about getting married. So let's look at this house. This is a house that we found in Salem, Oregon, and it makes sense. It's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It's not in horrible shape. It's actually just needs a little bit of love and updating. So let's find us a house. The first thing we need to do is we need to get on Zillow. We're gonna look in Salem, Oregon, and we're gonna drop the price rate down to $275. That's about all that we can afford. We're also gonna throw in a couple other parameters. We wanna make sure we have a house. We wanna make sure it has at least 2 bedrooms, for reasons I'll get into in a minute. We wanna make sure it has at least 2 bathrooms. So here's one that fits our criteria. $275, our mortgage payment's gonna be about $1,580 a month. It needs a little bit of love, so you're not gonna be able to get it with an FHA loan. You're gonna have to do conventional, which means you have to have 2.5% or 5% instead of 3.5. But let's check this thing out. It's a foreclosure. It actually just sold for back to the bank for more than it's selling for now. So you know you're probably getting a pretty decent deal. As we look through the pictures, it looks very livable. The kitchen's not great. It's nice. But remember, you're only 19, 20 years old. You don't have a family yet. This is gonna be a really great place. Now check out this bathroom. This bathroom we'll come back and get into in just a second. You have a couple living areas. It says in the listing that it has 2 bedrooms and a den. And one of the nice things is because you want to renovate this bathroom at some point, you have 2 bathrooms. So you can be using one while you're renovating this one. It doesn't need a lot. You can bust out that old cast iron tub, put in a walk-in shower pan, and tile it all on your own dime, and it's not that expensive. The same with the kitchen. You update some appliances, you put in a Subway tile backsplash. Looks like you already got hardtop countertops in there. So I mean, it's really not that much money to bring this kitchen up to a really nice place. All right, so let's do some math. So $1,580 a month is what you're gonna have your mortgage payment be. So that's $1,580 a month more than if you're living with your parents. That's a lot of money. You're gonna pay $100 for electric, you're gonna pay $100 for water, $150 for electric, maybe $100 for gas. So your total is $1,930. Now, out of what you make every month, which is $3,300, that doesn't leave you much money. That's only $1,400. You still gotta pay taxes. So what do you do? Well, what if you rent out one of those bedrooms for $600 a month? What if you rent out one of the other bedrooms for $600 a month? What if you find that you've rented out the den and you can rent it out for $600 a month? Now you're $3,200 a month when you originally only make $3,300. You're living there for basically for free for $100 a month, and you own the house. You have debt pay down that's coming in your favor, and you have all the tax benefits that are going to help you out in the long run. Now, this is a way that as a person in their late teens, early 20s, who isn't married, who's financially sound, can get into a home while working the minimum wage at a fast food restaurant. Y'all have a blessed day. Follow me for more, because next time I'm going to be going over what to do once you end up finding a spouse and you end up becoming a shift lead and going after the next big house and what to do with your old one. Y'all have a blessed day.